Hello and welcome to Zero Cool Gaming and today's game review. Today we're going to be reviewing the game Summoner. I have Summoner on the PC. It is a RPG, and in truth it's an RPG much in the same vein as Neverwinter Nights and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's played in the third person point of view, and it actually came out before any of that stuff. It is a basic RPG when compared to like a D&D or an Obsidian RPG, but its basic gameplay and style makes for a fun experience. Um, the game starts out, you start out as a single adventurer going through the game, and as you go through the game, you collect three other people. You can have a total of five in your party, and the fifth spot is saved for summoned creatures. You can summon one creature at a time, and in the beginning of the game, you go around and you collect demon rings. There are four demon rings, and each demon ring has its own summon. Actually, they have two summons. About a third of the way through the game, after you've collected your demon rings, you will put your hand into a flaming cauldron and burn it off, releasing the demons. What fun that is. And then you will get, arrested and put in jail. Now, that's where the actual hardest part of the game is. Because, again, you are dropped down to a single character. Obviously, not the main character, because the main character's in jail. And you have to break him out. I cheese this section of the game. Totally cheese it. I use doors. I'll get the enemy to chase me. I'll run through a door, close the door, and then kill them through the door. Yes, it is a cheesy way to play the game, but it's also the best way to get through that area without dying repeatedly. It's a pretty long area, actually, and there's quite a few things that you need to fight, and they are, each time they attack, they take huge chunks of your health off. So truly, it's the best way to play through that area. And then you go back around and you collect the rest of your party, and you start collecting dragon rings. And your dragon rings have some interesting abilities and summons attached to them as well. And once you get all of your dragon rings, you return to your lands, and you have the demon rings reforged so that you can go collect the demons again. And then of course you go through the game and you collect all those demons again, and then you get to the end of the game and you beat the end of the game. Um, so yeah, that's kind of how that's done. Um, it's it's an interesting game to say the least. I have played through this game twice completely. I've started it several times throughout my life, but not actually completed it several times. But I have completed it twice, and I enjoyed it both times. Um, what is it about this game that makes it enjoyable, I guess? It is hours of gameplay, truly. Besides the hours of gameplay, uh, which I like long games, by the way, it's not really grindy. You don't ever have to grind in this game. And to me, that's good game design. If you do the side quests in between the main quest, and you got to go around and find your side quest. You got to talk to everybody and find the side quest, and then you have to complete the side quest by going back to the person that gave you the quest and complete it. The game doesn't have any of the modern conveniences of a arrow or any type of misty dust telling you what direction to go. That just does not happen. It gives you a general idea of where you can um, find the quest items are the area in which you need to be to um, complete the quest. Most of the quests are done out in the world itself on the world map, and you do need to be in like a particular area of the world map in order to trigger the special zone to complete each side quest. Um, some side quests are very direct in that respect, where you'll complete the side quest while doing the main quest. And as you're going through a dungeon or a sewer or whatever, you'll find the stuff that you need to complete particular side quests. Others are a little more difficult to understand what they're wanting you to do. And many parts of this game, unless you have the quest, you won't be able to enter certain buildings or things to that effect because they're locked off unless you essentially have access to it. And the only way to get access to it is to get the side quest. So, to me, that again, that's good game design. Because it literally prevents you from wasting time in places that you don't need to be because you don't have the side quest to complete it anyway. I never did like games where you would go through and everything's unlocked and you would complete or gather the stuff for a particular side quest before you even got the side quest. I always thought that that was kind of bad game design. And I guess that it was this game that gave me that understanding or that feeling in that respect. Um, while although I do like games that encourage exploration, um, other than the cities and the sewers, there's really not much exploration to be done in this game. The cities are pretty huge, and for that matter, even some of the dungeons are pretty huge. But they're well done. That's what I like about it. For the time, I mean, it came out in 2000. So it's a pretty old game. Um, and like I said, the story's pretty basic, but it takes you through a particular series of events, and it makes sense. It follows a complete storyline in that respect. There's no plot holes in it in the story. There's no, um, start this um, side quest and then it doesn't tie into the main story at all. That none of that happens. Everything's tied together, even if it's on a very rudimentary level. It's still all tied together, and that's nice. I like that. Too many games today, I find you'll be doing a side quest that has nothing to do with the main quest at all, and really nothing to even do with the world around you. It's just there to be there. And that's not good game design to me. It should be connected to the world you're in. You should be solving some problem for the people around you. You know, go collect 15 berries so that we can make a pie is not a side quest. I mean, it is, but it shouldn't be. Um, where on the other hand, Jimmy got trapped in the mine and the monsters are going to get him and we don't have any, warriors or enough men in the town because something happened or whatever. And you're the only person really capable of doing that, so you need to go save Jimmy. That's a side quest. Anyway, that's just a little rant that I had about, quests and side quests. They should make sense for the world you're playing in. Um, and too many of these newer games just don't do that. I don't know why um, writers and game designers have moved away from that. I haven't obviously read enough reviews yet to figure that out, but I have no doubt that as I continue to do this, it'll start to make more and more sense to me why game writing has become more chaotic in that respect. So what do I think of Summoner? Well, it's a basic RPG. It's a rather long game. Plenty of things to do. Good game design, and no grinding necessary. So for me, I find all of those to be positives. So if you'd like to play Summoner, I would say it's worth a play. There is a Summoner 2, and I will get to that game one day. And no, I didn't enjoy it as much as this one. Its storyline and play truly falls apart about halfway through the game. But we'll talk about that when we get there. So that's my game review for the day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of yours.